What's up, freaks? Welcome to The Laughing Dead, a channel dedicated to horror, comedy, and whatever unresolved psychological damage led to me ranting at a camera in my shed. Howdy, how's it hanging? Get comfy, because we need to have a little chat. You could say I'm one of those guys, a 30-something-year-old white dude who thinks everything was better back in the day.
Just like the good old days.
How I yearn for the golden age of horror, back when the effects were practical, the monsters were iconic, and the titties flowed like fine wine. True men of taste and culture know I'm not wrong.
That's right. That's right, he's right.
But wait, all hope is not lost. You see, every great once in a while, a real horror gem is still produced. And I'm out here like a filthy little truffle pig, sniffing out those gems and approving them for human consumption. So without further ado, The Laughing Dead is proud to present modern horror that isn't total shit. So when Evil Dead Rise left the woods and plopped us into a condemned LA apartment full of broken people and shit parenting, the fandom kind of split. Some loved it, some hated it. I personally demanded Bruce Campbell descend from the sky in his Delta 88 and chop all these little fuckers in half. But after a couple of rewatches, I'm here to tell you this movie actually hits more than it misses, and here's why. First 5 minutes of this movie are like a warm, comforting knife to the jugular. We get a cold open possession buildup.
Let me in. Let me in. Jess?
That leads to this girl's scalp getting peeled like the world's worst wax job.
Who's the brainless meat now?
And the slap sound when her boyfriend's severed head smacks that doc. Bellissimo. Made me break out my Italian hand, and I'm Irish. It's horror and comedy, exactly as Papa Raimi intended. This intro reassures the fans, yeah, bitch, you're in Evil Dead territory. You're safe. Well, not that safe, but you get me. And here's where it starts to fall off, with the introduction of the average, wholesome American family, 2023 edition, trademark New Line Cinema. The auntie is a girl boss guitar tech.
You got it, boss.
Who's super sensitive about being called a groupie, even though she acts like one. And the son is some gender-confused wannabe DJ. The older daughter is a protest attendee who never mentions what the hell they're protesting.
Have you seen my favorite black t-shirt?
I suspect she doesn't know. And the mom is too busy playing with her tattoo guns to do any parenting. But it's okay. They have approved opinions, right?
Wrong.
This is really what turned me off on my initial viewing of this movie. In retrospect, I'd say it kind of works. Because Evil Dead thrives on corruption. The woods, the cabin, your closest relationships, all corrupted. All destroyed. Now it's a family, so it seems like the horror ought to hit harder. There's something beautifully trashy and fucked up about watching a single mom go from overworked parent to spider walk murder demon in 0.3 seconds. And the apartment building is a perfect modern setting. Tight hallways, broken infrastructure, and a slew of neighbors who exist solely as blood for the blood gods. It's basically a human meat grinder. Now, would it hit any harder if any of the characters were especially likable?
Yes, indeed.
But in an era of social rot, we can at least applaud the metaphor as the whole family will rot soon.
Who wants to rot next?
Now for the kills. Evil Dead Rise does not pull punches. We've got elevator strangulation. We've got the natural consequences of facial tattooing. And we've even got a goddamn wood chipper encore. And the vomit? Lee Cronin said, let's honor Scary Movie, The Exorcist, and every Taco Bell employee on the night shift with the most vile, slimy pond of puke I've ever seen. It's disgusting, it's perfect, and some would say it slaps. Modern horror seems to like to cut away or CGI everything. This movie instead said, fuck subtlety. Here's a tsunami of blood. For that we're thankful. And that brings us to our mandatory lore check. Because rules matter, even if there are none. Lore check number 1. Deadite possession. Deadite rules seem to vary, but one thing stays very consistent. Deadite bleeds, pukes, or otherwise gets its slime inside your body. Congrats, you're fucked, buddy. Loyalty, love, plot logic, none of it matters, and they spread faster than your shit takes on Twitter.
You know how I know that you're gay?
So for this category, EDR gets a pass. Lore check number 2, killing a deadite. What kills a deadite? Well, basically nothing. Unless you dismember every limb, grind them like beef, burn the remains, and then double tap that ash pile for good measure. This movie understood that. Normal kill shots just slow them down, and it's glorious. Another pass for Evil Dead Rise. Lore check number 3. The Book of the Dead. In previous iterations, the book almost always featured a distorted human face on the cover. Well, in this version, with its bulbous knot of veins, it looks like it might have been bound in some other kind of flesh. course, jokes aside, it's also sealed with a rather uninviting row of needly teeth that only release when the book is fed a drop of blood. And I'm calling bullshit. The Necronomicon wants to be found. It wants to be read. So adding a barrier to entry breaks lore. And for that reason, this category is a fail. Lore check number 4, possessed objects. As if having your friends and loved ones turned into indestructible killing machines wasn't bad enough, the demons of the Necronomicon can also possess objects. This film stays true to the lore with that murderous elevator, if nothing else, so it squeaks by with another pass. Final thoughts. So if this movie has postmodern rot, why the hell am I saying it's modern horror that isn't total shit?
Because I'm a liar, sir.
Because it remembers the one most important rule that modern horror seems to forget. Horror should go fucking hard. Evil Dead Rise swings big. It's brutal. It's mean. It's loud. It's nasty. And it's mostly loyal to franchise lore. It understands the balance of fear and comedy that Raimi brought to the series. It treats gore like a love language. This movie isn't trying to lecture you. It's trying to traumatize you. And if these modern characters bring in a new generation of these fine films, then who am I to judge? So that was Evil Dead Rise. A movie that proves modernity may erode everything it touches, but if the series is already rotten to the core, it might just survive the infection. If you had fun today, smash that like button, drop a comment telling me how fucking wrong I am, or just suggest the next movie I should rant about. Keep cranking those horror flicks, boys, and if you laugh when others scream, you're in the right place. I'm Ethan, and this has been The Laughing Dead.
Mommy's with the maggots now.